Okay, so this is our review of the Blue Bungalow from Airbnb in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. So let's start with some of the pros here. It is certainly old world charm, 1800s old world, but nice furniture here in the living room, big TV, little space here, dining room. The chair's a little old and a little creaky, but serviceable. Get a little stand here. Moving into the kitchen. See, things are nice except, well, we start going into the cons a little bit here. Here's the outlet. You can see the way that was put in. We did not use the microwave. Here's a Keurig that doesn't actually work. Maybe because the outlet for that is here. Everything else, we didn't cook anything in the stove, but you have a nice stove. It's a huge refrigerator, so if you're inclined to put stuff in, you got lots of room here. Crack, but this is an old house. It's actually not that strange to see that. But it gets a little more serious right here. And lest we forget, in the living room, there is that. So that needs to be addressed. You can see already you're not really going to get the 4-star experience here. Have a nice long hallway. Interesting thing about this is an old house. So right here you got a little downward slope walking into the living room area. Get you a little bit of exercise. This is the first bedroom. It's not exactly as pictured. And this bed, at least for us, I'm not going to say for everyone, you could not sleep on this bed. You can feel the springs in here or whatever it is. Just wasn't comfortable. But I will say that was for us, not for everybody. You have a mirror that you can see captures the lower half of your body. And a closet. Nice enough there. We're going to close the closet though. Let's talk about the tilt of the house and the squeak of the door, which seems to have repaired itself. Because, oh, there it is. A little WD-40, right? Here's where we start getting to some of the aesthetics of it. You can see it's just a little paint, a little cleaning would help make this a better experience. You can see on the baseboards here, a little chipped up. Again, get it, this is not someone's house, this is... But when you're having guests over, you do want it to be a little nicer. Okay. Bathroom. Really had no complaints about the bathroom. It's nice and clean. Nice shower stall. Rainfall, that's detachable if you need it. A place to store towels and things like that. And they certainly give you enough paper towels and toilet paper to carry you over during your stay. So the bathroom, this is the second bathroom. No complaints here. On this part here, this is the other bedroom. This bed, very comfortable, extremely comfortable, very nice. Wish I had it at home. So nice there. Not sure what that lamp is all about, what you would use that for. A little thing you can buy at like Ross or something. I'm not sure why you built this in a closet and then didn't just paint it. Personal choice, I'm imagining, is what that is. Again, you get to some of the aesthetics. Oh, one thing, let's go back to the bathroom real fast. Talking about painting and the door. So, old world charm, once again, when it gets to the door. But, see that, and this knob. Love the old key, by the way, but basically, feels like it's coming off. So maybe just tighten that up. Again, is this the experience you want your guest to have? So this would be like the master bedroom here. You can see like a little closet. You can do a magic disappearing act in there. But huge closet. Some curtains there. The bed, we're told, very, very comfortable. A television that does not work. So good to have a television in here. However, neither of these remotes turns it on, and if you turn it on by the side switches, you really can't do anything with it. This bathroom, lovely piece, is a long hot bath. Oh, they do give you lots of soap, by the way.
Yes.
for here, and you can see again, you got the detachable overhead shower. So this is very nice. This is actually the best room in the house, 100%. Well, not the bathroom, but I mean the master bedroom. But, okay, let's go see another part. And finally, you have the laundry room. So washer, dryer. Here's the view to the back. Kind of hard to see, I know. See if I can clean this window a little bit. Window hasn't been cleaned in a while. So it is December, early December, so the grass you see, not exactly. Let's step outside. See what's happening out here anyway. So here's the back. I'm not sure I would sit in any of these chairs here, especially that one. And this is kind of exterior. Again, this is St. Augustine, so you got some beautiful trees here. You have a big backyard, right? There's just not a lot to do. And that's, again, it's the time of year. So the pictures we saw had a bunch of grass in it. It looks like gravel now, which, if I were them, I think that's a smart thing to do. Your little fence over here and the hanging moss. So that's the Blue Bungalow. I would have to say, honestly, we weren't in it that much like a hotel room. So, yeah, out of 5 stars. Maybe it's for bed comfort, except for that one bed, I would say 4 stars. For aesthetics, the paint, the feel, that's a 2. What is given for you to use here and everything, that's a 3 or 4. I'm going to give it a weak 3 or a strong 2.5 in terms of staying power here. It's just a couple of little things, just a little paint here, a little fixing there, a little attention, a little TLC, and this could be great. I will say this is the reason it was chosen. If you're looking not to spend a fortune, they have a great price on here. So if all this stuff we're talking about is not really that important to you, you just need a place to sleep and then go into St. Augustine and have a good time, then this is absolutely the place for you. That's the house next door. So, and you can kind of see it's definitely got charm in here. But the price was good. We did the outlets in the kitchen are one of the most concerning things. We did not use the microwave because of that. And the Keurig just doesn't work. It's plugged in, but you turn it on, and that little red light's there. I'm assuming that's because it's not safely wired. So, well, that's our review of the Blue Bungalow. Again, I would give a strong 2.5 or a weak 3. To fix up a little of those couple of things, definitely would move that up to a 3, maybe even a 3.5. That one bed and that one bedroom needs definitely addressing, and if it was me, I'd replace that dining room table and those chairs. Not really, just not really great. But it just needs a little TLC. But again, if you're just coming here, you're just going to be spending some time, not in the house that much, but you're going to be spending it outside more. You'll have a good time at the Blue Bungalow. If aesthetics and comfort and everything else is very important to you, then I would say this is less Xanadu and more Xanadon't. And it's really going to be your call. Anyway, that's my review. Blue Bungalow, St. Augustine, Florida.